Manchester United. They were once England's most dominant team but are now seen as a laughingstock by many football fans. But where did it all go wrong for them? Manchester United, founded in 1878 and originally named Newton Heath, have a rich history filled with success. The club has won numerous domestic and international titles, especially during the tenure of Sir Matt Busby and Sir Alex Ferguson. These were the glory days when the Red Devils dominated English football and claimed the UEFA Champions League in 1968 and the famous 1999 win. From the Busby Babes to the class of '92, the Red Devils dominated English football for decades. During those times, the club was synonymous with excellence and a never-say-die attitude. Quickly going back to the treble in 1999, this Manchester United team laid the foundation for what was going to be a very successful 14 more years with Sir Alex Ferguson, having won 19 more trophies in the process. However, the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson in 2013 marked the end of an era. Manchester United struggled to find a suitable replacement for the legendary manager, leading to a series of managerial changes that destabilised the club. The post-Ferguson era was marked by inconsistency and unmet expectations. Of course, this was going to be the case. United had just lost the greatest manager of all time that led them to 38 trophies in the space of 26 years. Inheriting the managerial reins was David Moyes, handpicked by Ferguson himself. However, the transition proved difficult and Moyes struggled to adapt to the immense pressure and expectations associated with managing Manchester United. His tenure was short-lived and the club found itself in unfamiliar territory. After Moyes was sacked, Van Gaal aimed to rebuild the squad and implement his tactical philosophy. Despite guiding the team to an FA Cup victory, his tenure was marked by criticism of the playing style and a failure to secure consistent success in the league. Jose Mourinho took the reins next and led the club to their last ever European trophy after beating Ajax 2-0 in Stockholm. After Mourinho, Solskjaer came and went, followed by Ralf Rangnick. But then, it was time for a man who many United fans thought was going to be the one. Erik ten Hag. He was supposed to bring his philosophy he implemented over at Ajax to United. A philosophy that won him 3 Eredivisie titles and a spot in the Champions League semi-finals. But now, after Manchester United's poor start to the season, many are doubting if Ten Hag is the right man to take the club forward. But one thing that's been criticised in recent years is Manchester United's transfer business. United have spent a whopping £1 billion since 2013. While some signings showed promise, others failed to live up to their expectations. The club struggled to find the right balance between experienced players and emerging talents, impacting the overall team dynamic. Players such as Pogba, Sanchez and Di Maria have all failed to live up to their expectations. During the past decade, Manchester United have amassed the largest negative transfer spend of any top club in world football, with an ominous balance of minus £1.4 billion. This reflects the club's ability to sign players in lavish marquee deals without necessarily being able to move them on for profit. For example, all 10 of the biggest signings in United's history have arrived since 2014, and of the 3 players have since departed Old Trafford, Paul Pogba, Romelu Lukaku and Angel Di Maria, none have recouped anything beyond a fraction of their original transfer fees. The defensive line has also been a persistent headache for Manchester United. Despite a lot of investment in the players, the team has struggled to find a solid defensive foundation. The lack of a commanding centre-back and a consistent defensive partnership had left the United team vulnerable at the back. Incoming Manchester United owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe said in 2019 that United have spent an immense amount since Sir Alex Ferguson left in 2013 and have been poor, shockingly poor. United have done it really poorly, they've lost the plot. Now, leadership on the pitch is vital for any successful team. Manchester United were once known for its strong characters and leaders with the likes of Roy Keane, Vidic and Eric Cantona, but currently lack in this department. The absence of a commanding presence both on and off the field are contributing to the team's struggles. Successful teams often have a figurehead on the pitch who can rally the team in challenging situations. Some argue that Manchester United has lacked this type of on-field leadership in recent years. With Bruno Fernandes now the captain of Manchester United, this comes with a pressure like no other. A great player, but some would argue his captaincy skills need improving. Fans have also expressed frustration of what they perceive as a communication gap between the club's leadership, including the owners, and the supporters. Lack of transparency and open communication can lead to disconnect and a feeling that the club isn't being led with the necessary clarity and vision. The managerial approach at United has varied in recent years, with different managers bringing various philosophies and methods. Now, one of the biggest, if not the biggest factor in Manchester United's failures is the Glazers, the owners of Manchester United Football Club. The Glazer family takeover of Manchester United in 2005 was largely possible through a substantial amount of debt. This leveraged buyout burdened the club with significant interest payments, diverting funds that could have been invested in player transfers, youth development and stadium improvement. This financial structure has limited the club's ability to compete at the highest level in the transfer market. Now, fans argue that the Glazers haven't consistently provided sufficient financial backing for the acquisition of top-tier players. But it's been clear that the Glazers treat this as some sort of business, not an actual football club. Joel Glazer said in a 2019 meeting, to compete for trophies requires significant investment. The commercial growth at the club has helped deliver the revenue which ultimately underpins the investment in a sustainable manner. That really does prove it's all about the money for them. It's also being clear that the club's infrastructure needs a massive upgrade. Old Trafford is quite literally falling apart. I mean, just take a look at this video where the roof's been leaking. There's been several, and I mean several, protests for the Glazers to leave, but with Sir Jim Ratcliffe only purchasing a 25% stake, they look to be going nowhere. Now that's it for today, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below where you think the problem lies at Old Trafford and subscribe if you're new here. Love, peace, take care.